All right, are you ready? It is time. Yes. We shall begin. Welcome all. We'll start in mountain pose. Just take your time as you continue to fully arrive. We'll take a few moments here in stillness. So just make your way up to the top of your mat. Feel the ground beneath you. Even grip your mat with your toes, just so you can just feel the texture of the ground, the texture of your mat. Know that you're here now. And once you've made this connection, now connect with your breath. Perhaps taking a few deep breaths, nice full inhale, filling up your lungs, and exhale, release. Another nice full breath in, and exhale. And if it feels good to you, maybe some movement in your body, a little circle of your shoulders, a little neck stretch, and just work your way down your body. Just notice how you're feeling today. Assess what you might be needing from your practice today. And remember, as you move through your practice, move in a way that feels good to you. Modify any poses, take your time, even rest. On your next inhale, just feel breath rising upward, once again, just filling up your lungs. On the exhale, draw your belly in, connecting to your center, engaging the abdominal lock, that light contraction of your abdominal muscles. Again, breathing in, feel the lengthening of your spine, feel tall, feel light, fill up your lungs, and exhale, draw inward from your center body. Just aware of these sensations that help ground you and prepare you for your moving practice. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Prepare your body to move. And when you're ready, inhale and extend your arms overhead. And exhale, we'll fold forward, so a good hinge from your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Just guide your way down. Take your time. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or knees. Just rise up halfway to a flat back. On your exhale, you can stay here or slowly slide back down to your forward fold. You can pause at any point, never needing to touch the ground or your toes. Just noticing the sensations. That stretch or lengthening down through the back side of your legs, down through your back body, your spine. And if it feels good, just hang heavily forward, allowing gravity to draw you downward. Releasing your head, maybe nod yes a few times, shake your head no. A circle of your shoulders, roll them backward a few times, forward, and stir them in a big circle. Even a little sway of your whole upper body, left and right. And 2 more breaths here. Let's return to standing. First, shift your weight back into your heels so your toes feel light. Bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting down into a low chair. Start to extend your spine. Then inhale, sweep your arms out, then up, reaching for the sky. On your exhale, you can bring your palms together down to your heart or arms down to your side. Just finishing that flow. Back to our mountain pose. That's our half salute to the sun. We'll do that again. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Good energy in your arms, hands, and fingers. Good. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Bend your knees. Carefully fold. And as you're able, releasing completely at the end. Inhale, slide hands to shins. Rise up halfway. Here's our flat back. Exhale, melt your way back down. Forward fold.
Same weight shift into the heels, bend your knees, lower your hips, start lifting upper body, extend through the spine, reach out with the arms, and inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, hands to heart or arms down to your side, finishing your flow. Come back to stillness, notice your breath. And we'll continue with our full sun salute. Move as you need to move. Here we go. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive forward. Taking your time. And inhale, rise up halfway. Feel the top of your head lead you forward. Here's our flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough so you can reach the ground and place your hands on your mat near the top edge of your mat and walk or step or even hop your feet to the back end of your mat. We'll pause here for a moment in plank pose. Hands pushing firmly into the floor so you have strong, straight arms. Let's breathe in. On the exhale, bend your knees a little. Send your hips up into the air as your head and chest sink between your arms. Our shortcut from plank to downward facing dog. As needed, make some adjustments with your feet, maybe even your hands on your mat to help settle into this posture. You can be here and hold in stillness with breath or add movement as you're breathing. Maybe pedal your feet, stretch your toes, your calves. Create new sensations in your body. Bend your knees, hips might shift side to side. Hands still pressing firmly into the earth, strong straight arms, but if they start to fatigue, feel free to come down to your knees. You can sit back into child's pose if you'd like. Moving from here, take a nice full breath in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, core connection, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop both feet. Return to the top of your mat. You'll be in forward fold. Once here, inhale, elongate through spine. Feel like you're coming forward. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels, bend knees. Let's inhale, reverse the swan dive. Come all the way up, reach nice and high. Keep it moving as we exhale into chair pose or a chair-like position. A little weight shift back into hips and heels. Toes are light, you can tap your toes. Good extension through the arms and your torso. We'll breathe in and exhale, dive out of your seat, back down towards toes, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway to your flat back. Exhale, fold. All the way down we go. Plant your hands into the earth. Hop, step, or walk. Feet back. Here's plank pose. Hips at shoulder level. Strong, straight arms. Pausing for a moment. With your exhale, you can take that same shortcut to down dog, or with the exhale, finish your push-up. You can even bring knees to the floor first. Bend elbows. Yeah, squeeze them in towards ribs and lower the body down. Find your back bend. It might be a low cobra or sphinx or even upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. We'll all meet here. Whatever sequence you choose. After your plank pose, we'll finish and meet here. It's at our first lunge. Inhale, extend right leg up behind you. Nice long straight line. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Landing behind the right hand, turn the left leg and plant that left foot entirely on the floor behind you, shifting weight back behind you. So you can easily lift the arms, reach forward. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, just settle into the posture. Good extension of the arms, reaching up. Nice lunge. Strong legs. And we'll breathe in and exhale, fold. Bring your hands back down to the earth. Pull or slide the right foot back, plank pose. Brief pause. You can take that same shortcut to down dog or finish the full flow or a partial flow to get you to downward facing dog. Each time might be a little different. Good, take your time, very nice. Once in down dog, we'll inhale, extend left leg up and back, reach strong straight line. Exhale, step left foot to the top of the mat. Take your time with those transitions. There you go. Wiggle the foot forward or pick up the foot and place it there. Right heel turns to the floor, shift your body weight back. Well planted, well balanced. Arms extend forward, then up. And we'll arrive here in our warrior one. Pausing for a moment. Good energy as you reach upward. And feel grounded. Inhale. And our exhale will fold, return to the earth, plant the hands, slide left foot back, plank pose. And again, just complete the series as you'd like.
Once again, just meeting in downward facing dog.
A couple of breaths in this inverted posture. Flat palms pressing into the earth, strong, straight arms. Awareness of the sensation in your shoulders, your chest, your back. And from here, gently kneel down and then sit back briefly into hero pose, then off to the side, swing the legs around to the front. Maybe scoot forward so you have room behind you, and then roll down onto your back and go ahead and bring your knees towards your body. And return to the awareness of your breath. So you might take a few deep breaths, add some movement here as it feels good. Even include your feet. Since your feet are free, maybe flex your feet, point your toes, make circles, wiggle your toes if you can. And even free your hands, do the same. Maybe circle the wrists, wiggle your fingers. And then we'll get ready for bridge pose. We'll set the feet firmly onto the ground. Nice strong foundation like you were standing in mountain pose. Take a breath in, filling up your lungs. And the exhale, creating energy to lift hips up into the air. Now you can just lift a little bit if you want and slide a block underneath you to sit on for a more supported bridge pose, or even use your hands either to sit in or help lift you up. With the upper body, just to open up a little bit more, perhaps rock your upper body left and right several times to get your shoulders a bit more underneath you. And even more support in the upper body, perhaps bend your elbows so your arms are at 90 degrees, pressing the backs of your arms down into the earth. You'll have robot arms, fingers reaching for the ceiling. Just root down with the backs of the arms and, of course, your feet. And just feel the body lift and open, expand. Notice these dynamic sensations. We'll take 2 more breaths. After those breaths, start to soften. Perhaps wiggle the feet forward a little bit. Extend your arms up into the air. That should get the shoulders out from underneath you. Now you can safely roll back down to the ground. And once you've landed, go ahead and extend your arms behind you and extend the legs out in front of you and just reach in these opposite directions. Good lengthening, good openings. We're going to make our way back up to seated, so you'll draw your knees in perhaps. If it feels okay, rock your way up to seated, or even roll to your side and press yourself up to seated, and we'll come to boat pose. I like to start with knees bent, heels on the floor, holding onto the backs of the legs to ensure an extended spine, and then lean back, just finding the tension you want to create. The farther back you go, a little bit more intense. The feet can stay on the floor or walk your heels towards yourself, finding that balance in your seat so you can lift the feet. You can hold on or free the hands. Keep the knees bent or extend the legs. Breathing, making sure you feel that same breath rising, filling up lungs. Exhale maybe through the mouth to help engage, core. We'll take a breath in and exhale, cross legs, either hands in front and hop back or hands to the side. And just unravel the legs, extend them back behind you. We'll meet in plank pose. Strong straight line. And then take a shortcut to down dog. So soft knees, hips into the air, head and chest sink. Adjust your feet, adjust your hands. And ready for our second lunge series. We'll inhale, extend right leg up. We'll hold for a moment just to experience the body getting longer. Imagine you're still lying on your back on the floor. Legs extended out front, arms behind you, and you've felt that extension. Repeat that here. Let's open the hip, bend your knee, bring your heel down towards backside. A slight lift of the knee. You'll feel a slight twist in the low spine, opening the hips towards the right side of the room. Arms straight and strong. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind, step through. Right foot to the top of the mat. Left heel to the earth behind you. Shift weight back, find balance. Float up. Inhale, first warrior. And exhale, opening up to your warrior 2.
Adjust your feet so you have a good, strong foundation underneath you. Good. Side angle pose. We're going to do several things here. So angled upper body, rotate the arms, reaching down with the right hand. Initially, left hand will reach straight up. Nice opening of hips and heart. And then follow left hand over your head, reaching towards this front wall. Get a side stretch. And like you're drawing a rainbow with the arm and hand up and to the back of the room with the hand and arm until the arm is parallel to the floor. Then spin the palm so it's facing the wall behind you. So it's an inner rotation of the shoulder. And then bend the elbow and bring your left hand or the back of that hand to your low back or your left hip. And then roll or pull this left shoulder back to really open up through the chest a bit more. That's it, yes. Next breath in, re-extend this left arm up into the air. Then we'll turn towards the floor, fold, plant your hands into the ground, slide right foot back, plank pose. Pause for a moment. And take another shortcut to down dog, bent knees, hips to sky. Make your full arrival in the pose. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg into the air, reach. Again, just extending, getting long like you're lying on the ground. Extending arms out front, legs behind you, reach, make space. Open the hip by bending your left knee, heel down towards backside, slight lift of the knee. You'll twist open towards the left side of the room. Hands keep pushing into the floor. There it is, strong arms, squared out shoulders, breathe in, nice job. Exhale, unwind, step through, left foot to the top of the mat, take your time. Once you're there, right heel to the earth, find your center, float up, warrior one. Exhale, opening to your right, warrior two, arms to parallel. Adjust your foundation by moving the feet, settle in. And then our side angle pose. Reach forward, angle upper body, rotate the arms. You can stay up high if you want to in this posture, not needing to go all the way down. Good openings here initially. Let's get our side stretch, taking the right hand overhead, reaching towards this front wall, lengthening down through the side of the body. There you go. Let's draw that big rainbow. Take the arm to the back of the room, parallel to the floor. Spin your palm towards the windows, inner rotation of the shoulder. And bend the elbow, bring the back of your hand to your low back. Then roll the right shoulder back, opening up through heart. Yes. And you might even experience the lengthening of your torso. And even check to see if your torso is still nicely aligned with your left thigh. Good pose, yes. And we'll inhale, re-extend right arm up into the air. Let's turn towards the ground, fold, plant the hands, and pull this left foot back, plank pose. Just feel this nice realignment. Shortcut is fine, or finish your vinyasa, coming down to Chaturanga Dandasana if you'd like. Inhale, up dog, opened heart, rolling shoulders back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Nice full breath in. With your exhale, walk, step, or hop. Both feet return to the top of the mat. You'll be in forward fold. Inhale, extend through spine. And exhale, fold. Feeling the weight shift into your heels, bend your knees. We'll inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Extended mountain, reaching high. And exhale, arms down to your side. And just finishing here. Take a moment, quick check-in. Hands and fingers, elbows, shoulders, and down your body. All right, from here, moving into some balance, starting with tree pose. Of course, starting in mountain, balanced on 2 feet. Just soften the knees a little bit just to ensure you're not locked out in the knees. Start shifting your weight into your right foot. Feel grounded. We'll inhale, get tall. Feel breath rise, fill up your lungs. You can exhale through the mouth. Engage your core like you did in boat. Then we'll pick up the left foot, flexing the foot, lifting the knee. Maybe thigh comes to parallel to the floor. And we'll swing that knee out until it naturally stops. Could be right here. And we'll place this foot on the inside of the standing leg. It could be high up to inner thigh or much lower, maybe below the knee, or using the ground, maybe heel right above the ankle, toes on the floor. Then inhale, extend your arms up into the air, reach. So again, imagine you're lying on the floor like you were earlier. Extending, reach. But you're also rooted into the earth, moving in these opposite directions. Opening up through the center of your body. Left knee might point a bit more towards the left side of the room. Focus is either directly forward or down at the floor. Breathing. Good. Keeping arms as they are. Let's swing that left knee forward. Lift your knee with the flexed foot. Plant the foot into the ground. Rebalance on 2 feet. And then bring your arms down to your side to finish. Good. Shake it loose. Let it go. All done. And then prepare for the other side. Find your mountain pose, balanced on 2 feet. Take a breath. Settle in. Soft knees. And start shifting weight into left foot. Connect. Inhale, grow tall, fill the lungs. Exhale, core center. Picking up right foot. Bending the knee, swing the knee out till it naturally stops. You want the hips to still be square facing forward. Placing foot somewhere on the inside of your standing leg. High, medium, or low. Then your inhale, extend the arms straight up into the air. They might even open up a bit. Just stay strong in the arms, hands, and fingers, even if you bend your elbows. Same thing. Moving in opposite directions, opening up through the center, focus is forward or slightly downward, breathing with intention. Keep that core connection like you're practicing boat pose. All right, keep arms extended. Let's swing this right knee forward, lifting knee, flexed foot. Plant the foot into the earth. There's our rebalancing, and the arms can float back down to your side, finishing that flow. Shake it loose. Back to your mountain pose. We'll continue our flow. Inhale, reaching out and up, big stretch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Always okay to bend your knees as you fold. Maybe you're getting closer to touching the ground. Inhale, rise up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down we go. Bent knees, hands to the earth, hop, step, or walk, feet back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like to, Chaturanga Dandasana. So we're just going through a nice flow here. Choose the postures that fit you best at this moment, and we'll meet in down dog. Then inhale, extend right leg straight up. A quick bend and twist open. Unwind, step through, right foot to the top of the mat, left heel to the earth behind you. Find your center. Once you have it, float up. First warrior, inhale. Exhale, opening to your warrior 2. Quickly adjust the feet. Side angle, reaching out. Rotate the arms here. Right hand down, left hand up, and then over your head, reaching through fingertips towards this front wall. We're still in motion. Breathe in. On the exhale, we're going to turn and fold. Bring your hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose. Finishing the sequence as you like. Modify it, skip things, add things. Meet in downward facing. When you're ready, inhale, extending left leg into the air. Reach, strong straight line, bend and twist. There's our hip opener on the left side. Unwind on that exhale, step through. Left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel to the earth, centering, strongly balanced, rising up, first warrior. Exhale, opening up to your right, warrior 2. Fully arrive in the posture. There it is, strong foundation. Side angle, reach out, rotate arms. Follow right arm up and overhead, reaching through fingertips. Feel that nice right side body stretch. Moving, take a breath in. Exhale to turn, return to the earth. Strong connection to the earth with the hands. Pull left foot back, plank. Finish your flow. You can still take a shortcut if you want to. All right, next lunge series. Let's inhale, re-extend right leg straight up. Let's keep it straight.
elongating through the entire body. Next exhale, step through. Right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to a high lunge this time. So left heel stays lifted. Shift your body weight back towards that lifted left heel. Once again, finding our good center. Light hands so we can rise up. Reach, and if you feel a little wobbly like I am at the moment, just make sure you feel like you're hugging the legs inward, like you're squeezing a block between the knees or thighs so you feel strong and engaged here. And prepping for triangles. We're going to rise up to straighten mostly this front leg. Pivot, left heel to the floor. You'll turn towards the windows, arms to parallel. And if your feet feel like they're too far apart, you can always bring them a little closer together. For triangle, let's reach out over the straight right leg. Rotate the arms, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Yeah, just like that. Holding, breathing, getting this nice lengthening sensation in this front leg. To come out of the posture, bend your right knee so we have leverage because we're coming back up. Pass through warrior two, reverse your warrior. Right hand reaching up into the air, maybe slightly behind you. We're going to add a couple things. Good extension, that side stretch through this right side. This left arm, you're going to put it on like a belt, just along your belt line behind you. Right hand, bring the hand down to the back of your head or top of your head, or maybe you can even reach your neck. You can stay just like this for a bind, or maybe this left hand can crawl up the spine. Maybe your fingers meet. If that's too much for your shoulder, okay, just keep that mild. Even release that completely if you need to. Then re-extend the arms floor to ceiling and a big cartwheel out of the pose, around and down to the floor in front. Yeah, step back, plank pose, hold for a moment, finish your flow. Modify this as needed. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg straight up and back. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat, setting up for high lunge. Right heel still is lifted, toes pointing forward. Find center, hinge up. Settle in. Good extensions of the arms, good lunge, hug to midline. It's not just the legs, it's core, of course, like boat. And even feel like you're holding on to something between the hands. Actively moving to your center. Let's rise up, straightening the front leg. Pivot right heel to the floor to turn sideways. Arms to parallel. Change the distance between the feet if you need to. Triangle, reach out. Rotate arms, reach high and low. The left hand might be up by thigh or knee. It might be lower at your calf or ankle, just depending on your hip flexibility, the leg flexibility. Good, nice stable bodies here, good. Coming out of the posture, once again, bend the left knee for leverage so we can come up, pass through warrior, reverse the warrior. Reaching up initially through the left arm towards the sky, maybe slightly behind you. You know, wear your right arm on like a belt behind you across the belt line. Left hand to the top of your head or the back of your head or towards the neck. Stay here if this feels good for you. Or maybe even attempt crawling up the spine with the right hand towards the left hand. Modify that if that becomes too intense, or if there's any discomfort that's not equivalent to our yoga practice, coming out of that sensation. And we'll re-extend the arms floor to ceiling and our big cartwheel out of the pose, around and down to the ground. Step back, plank pose. Just a nice little pause so there's the realignment of the body. And complete your sequence. Let's do one more bridge pose. Bring knees to the floor again. Sit back briefly in hero, off to the side. Swing legs around to the front. Go ahead and lie down. Same thing, a nice opportunity to recheck the breath. Take a deep breath or two. Add some movement. Check in with feet and hands. And when you're ready, plant the feet into the earth. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, peel away from the ground, lifting hips. Same thing, we want to get the arms and shoulders a bit underneath you. And this time, if you're able, interlace your fingers underneath you. If that doesn't work or doesn't feel quite right for your joints, free the hands and choose a different arm posture to help you to support your body in this pose. Feel this dynamic opening up through the chest, whatever position your arms happen to be in at the moment. 3 more breaths. After your 3rd breath, start to soften, release the fingers, wiggle the feet forward, extend your arms up or behind you. Roll down to the earth. Same thing. Extend the arms towards the back wall, legs out front, stretch. Make more space. Hug knees into chest. A good exhale to help rock your way up to seated, even if you need to rock forward and back several times to gain that momentum. Right up into boat or find your seat. Then make your way into your boat position. We're going to move from here. Inhale like you're floating up. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side. Feet back behind you, plank pose. Take a shortcut to down dog. Soft knees, hips to sky. Let's return to standing. Full breath in. Exhale, bend knees, hop, step, or walk. Feet up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, elongate through spine. Exhale, fold, nice release. Maybe pause for a few seconds. Down here, nice stretch for the back. Then your weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. Let's float all the way up with an inhale. Reaching into the sky. Exhale, arms down to your side. Check in. All right, so some of our postures, we added a little bind, okay? And then arms back behind us in that bridge pose, open up through chest. Okay, we're going to move into eagle pose. So the arms are going to be coming around to the front with the bind and the legs with the bind. And I'm going to add the blocks here as an option. Let me just show you what you could do to help with balance if you want to. If I just did the legs and crossing the legs, I can actually just place my foot there on the blocks. It could be 1 or 2 blocks. 1 is fine. And then which for me, it allows me to, since my foot is up higher, I can sit a little lower, okay, and really get into the hips and balance right there as we do the arm work, okay? So if you are going to use the blocks, let's start with the blocks on the right side of you. Mountain pose, balanced on 2 feet. Let's start with the arms. Let's inhale, reach out and up. On the exhale, slowly bring the arms down. We're going to pay attention to the left arm. You're going to bring it down and behind the behind the right arm, crossing at the elbows. Flip your palms forward, bend the elbows to lift the arms so you'll be here. And you can wrap the arms as you're able. If not, just keep them here or twirl them around. And take a little softness in the knees like you're sitting. Weight shift into the right foot. Exhale to engage core because we're getting ready for balance, picking up left foot and leg, crossing that leg entirely over the other. If you happen to have the blocks, you can just place the foot there on the blocks. Maybe sit a little deeper. Or maybe you're doing it freely. The foot can just be out there. You can point the toes or flex the foot. Some of you might be able to actually wrap the foot around the standing leg.
With the arms, even lift the elbows if you can, send them forward. They may not move at all, but just creating more sensation through the shoulders, especially across the upper back. Okay, we're coming out of the posture. Let's start with the feet. Let's uncross the legs, replant. Let's unbind the arms, reach out and up, freeing the body. Inhale. And exhale, just bring your arms back down to your side. Okay, and shake all that loose. Okay, if you are using the blocks, just going to get the blocks to the other side. Mountain pose. Ready for eagle. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, arms out and down. Now the right arm will come down and behind the left, crossing at the elbows here, making your X. Flip the palms forward and then lift. So your left arm sitting like a hammock, and the right arm staying here, or wrap up the arms. Okay. Slight bend in the knees, shifting weight into the left foot, core engage. Picking up right foot, crossing the leg entirely over the other. Using the blocks if you'd like. Even the floor. If you don't have the blocks, maybe toes just touching the ground. Lifting elbows slightly, sending them forward slightly, just noticing what's happening in the shoulders and across the back. Let's uncross the legs, replant the feet, release the arms, unbind, reach out and up, inhale, and exhale, arms down to your side. Finishing there, good. Okay. If you're using blocks, we'll just slide those to the side, come back to mountain pose. Here we'll inhale, reach into the air. Exhale, take chair pose. You don't have to sit back too deeply because we're going to pause for a moment. You're going to bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Here, then pull the arms back just to get a little counter sensation from bringing arms here. Now they're back here. Inhale, nice. Exhale, dive out of your chair towards toes, forward fold. Release head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, long spine, lifting a bit to extend. Exhale, fold, hands to the earth, hop, step, or walk, feet back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, and downward facing. Firmly plant the hands into the earth, strong arms. Let's inhale to extend right leg straight up. Let's keep it straight. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Return to high lunge. Left heel stays lifted. Shifting body weight back. There's our balance. And we're rising up. Reach high, lunge low, hugging to midline. Legs, belly, and arms. Okay. In this lunge, we're going to recreate our eagle arms. You're going to drop your arms to parallel first. Bring the arms around to the front. Drop your left arm below the right. Cross, make your X, flip palms up, lift, and wrap if you'd like. So there's our lunge. I'm going to add a little piece here. Now you can stay just like this or create a back bend. Now you're already in a back bend, so you don't have to do anything, or bend your left knee. I'm going to unwrap my arms for a moment and try to tuck pelvis under, kind of get this scooping action to make a little bit more space in the low back, getting out of that back bend, around the belly here. And then like you're drawing a line from here to here. Lift with the elbows, drawing a line. And there's our back bend. We're going to come back up to center. Just unwrap the arms, reach out and up. As they go up, you rise as well. Get prep for triangle. Open up. Triangle pose, reach out. Tip it over. And reverse the warrior. Bend the right knee, rise up, reverse. And you can do the bind with the arms if you'd like, maybe hand to head or neck, wear your left arm like a belt, or climb up the spine. Not going to be here long. Just a nice re-extension of the arms, top to bottom, cartwheel out of the pose, back down to the ground. Foot slides back, finishing your flow, meeting in down dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, extending left leg into the air, straight line. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel stays lifted, finding center. Float up when you're ready. Hold. Hug to midline. Engaging the legs, strong core. Reaching, holding on to your imaginary object above you. Going for our eagle arms, we're dropping arms to parallel. Bring them forward, dropping right arm below the left. Cross at the elbows, there's our X. Flip palms up, lift, wrap. Stay here for the back bend or bend right knee so you have mobility in the pelvis so you can scoop under. You might even round a little bit at first. Draw the line with the elbows from bottom to top. Kind of this bound, lunging back bend. Let's come back up to center. Unwrap the arms, reach out and up. And then grow tall, straightening the legs. Prep for triangle. Opening up sideways there. Reach out over the left leg, tip it over. And reverse the warrior, bending the left knee for the lunge, coming up and through, reaching high and low initially, and go for the bind. Left hand to the head, right arm behind you, choosing the sensation. That works for your arms, your shoulders, the sides of your body, even your hips. And coming out, re-extend the arms, top to bottom, big cartwheel out, and back down to the earth. Plant the hand, slide left foot back, straight line, plank pose. Complete your series. We'll take a moment in child's pose. So bring your knees to the floor. You might want to take the knees a little wider than the hips and sit back. You don't have to go all the way down to the heels. This could even be puppy pose, where your hips are much higher. And even in this posture, if you're in child's pose with the arms out in front of you, there's still this lengthening sensation, just like lying flat on your back. So hands, the crown of your head, moving forward, your hips moving towards the back. Make space. Very nice. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Take your time. Then rise up to hero pose. If you can sit in hero, stay in hero, or if you need to or want to, just sit off to the side, just sit on the ground for a moment. All right, so we did eagle pose, which is a bind in the legs, a bind in the arms, then we just kind of do that lunging sensation with just eagle arms. Now we're just going to do eagle legs, which means we need to go upside down. All righty, so let me just show you some variations of that. We could start in down dog, just watch. You might hop forward, cross legs, take a seat, roll back, use that momentum to roll back, send legs and hips up into the air and catch yourself here. Now you could bring in a block and sit on your block. You can even go up much higher. Okay, for your shoulder stand, I'm just going to do here for now. And once we're here, nicely activated legs and feet, you're going to create your eagle legs. Just do one side and then the other. There's the full pose, even bending the knees, right down to third eye. All right, from wherever you are, either move into down dog to hop forward, or from your seat, just go ahead and roll back. A little momentum so you can roll back, send legs and hips into the air, or just lie flat on your back, legs in the air, or bridge pose prep. Feet on the floor, lift hips, get a block underneath you, and then extend the legs. So different variations of getting your legs into the sky, the supported shoulder stand or the full shoulder stand. Nice, strong, active legs as they reach towards the ceiling. And then go for your eagle legs. Bent knees, cross one leg over the other, doesn't matter which one you start with. And maybe in this upside down position, you might be able to hook the foot around the other leg. If at any moment you need to rest and come out of this posture, no worries, just honor that and come out of the posture as needed. I'm doing a variation where I'm just sitting on a block. I'm just crossing one leg over the other. And just do the other side if you haven't done so already. Then unbind the legs, and maybe a modified plow pose where you send the legs and feet down behind you. You can even do this with bent knees. Bring knees towards forehead. Support the body and carefully roll out of your pose, rolling right down to the ground. And once you're down, extend the legs out front. We're going to move into fish pose, a back bend. So once you're flat here, you need to get the shoulders and arms underneath you. So end up lying on your arms and sitting on your hands, palms down. Another way of opening up through the chest, shoulders underneath you, long legs, pointed toes. And once you're in place, push elbows into the floor so you can lift your upper body like you're rising up out of the bed, arch your back. And depending on how high up you're lifting, if you tip your head back, you might not touch the ground with the head, or you might be lower where the back of your head or the top of your head is lightly touching the ground. Just be sure there's no weight on the head. Just use the elbow pressure into the earth to keep you propped up. Also breathing into your sternum, your heart space, lifting. Will keep you afloat here too. 2 more breaths. And if your head is touching the ground, lift your head, tuck your chin towards neck, lie all the way down. Release your arms out from underneath you, flip your palms up. Hold for a moment in Shavasana. Couple breaths here. Really allow your body to release, relax, let go, especially after that dynamic back bend. Let's move into some closing sequences. Draw the knees into chest. And move into a hip opener that you like. Some options, of course, are happy baby pose. You can do them both legs at the same time or one leg at a time if you want. Reclining cobbler's pose, 2 versions, one with feet in the air and you're holding on to the feet, knees pointing outward, soles touching, or with feet on the ground, knees open out to the side. Another option is reclining pigeon pose or eye of the needle pose. Same posture, different names. Just crossing one leg over the other, getting into the hips. So if you have a favorite, go ahead and choose your favorite, or maybe you'll do several of these. Take your time with your hip openers. When you feel complete with those postures, move into another closing position that you like. It might be a twist, one that you like to do or that your body might need, or it might be any other pose. So really just taking a moment, listen to your body. Does it need at this moment? What kind of stretch or movement does it need at this point? Good, taking the time that you need for these poses. Your hip openers, perhaps some twists, or any other posture, another back bend, side bend. These added movements don't necessarily have to be a yoga position or movement, just whatever feels good to your body. And when you do feel complete, make your way into Shavasana or any other relaxing, very comfortable posture that feels restorative to you. Allowing your body to fully settle, and perhaps allowing your breath to guide you into this fully relaxed state of mind and body. Stay right where you are. No need to move yet. Just reconnect to your breath. Just simply take a deep breath in and out to help bring you back to this moment. Stay fully present. Return to the awareness of your breath. A simple deep breath in and out, keeping you fully present. And with this awareness and this presence, now take 5 slow, steady breaths, breathing in and out with the intention of bringing a new energy into your body. Aware of each breath in and the exhale that follows, and the energy you're creating. And after your 5 breaths, take another 5 breaths. This time bringing movement back into your body. That energy flowing through you with each breath in and out. Creating movement that might start deep within and then extend outward to the external body. And when you feel ready to move, take your time and roll to one side. Perhaps a brief pause in this nurturing pose, lying on your side. And continue to move as slowly as you can with a breath. Perhaps press into the earth with your hands and guide your way up to a seated position. And once you're seated, just feel the extension of the spine. Feeling light, feeling tall in your own body. Nice relaxed shoulders, arms, and hands. And your hands might just be resting on your knees or resting in your lap. And if you can, just come to complete stillness for a moment. You can keep your hands as they are or bring hands to heart center. And wherever you are, taking one more full and complete breath in and out. And as we come to the close of our practice together, we bow, saying, Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.